Good morning, everybody. How are you feeling today? It is Tuesday, and guess what? It is that time. It is the 18th of March. Hi, Stacy. Good morning. I was trying to go live on YouTube, and I don't know if it's working. I'll find out when it's all done. Good morning, Sue. Miss you. Good morning, Loretta. Miss you. Good morning, Lisa. Congratulations, everybody. Lisa and I have a brand new granddaughter. No pictures, but her name is amazing. So anyway, we'll talk about that later in the day. So how are you feeling this morning? It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and it is 8 o'clock. So guess what? Our topic is today. It is so wonderful to know that it is not over for me or for you. For our friends, for your enemies, they can still fix it. So can we. So it is not over. Like what they used to say, until the fat lady sings. And of course, there is no fat lady singing for us today, but we know it's not over. And one of the reasons why we know for sure it's not over is because we woke up this morning. We are alive. We have blood flowing through our veins. And don't tell me, Tessa-Marie, my blood is going slowly. And Stacy's fine. Yesterday she wasn't well. But she's here today. And so are many of you. So good morning, Angelina. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Juliana. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Betty. Yes, so I'm just making the announcement. I have a new granddaughter. No pictures. We're not supposed to send pictures. The new generation does not believe in that. So you guys will only hear about this amazing person. And we need to get permission to know her name, to say her name. But she's there. She's in our lives. She's part of our lives. And we need to appreciate that and respect how they feel about all of that. Morning, Colleen. How are you feeling today? And Betty, yes, it is that wonderful time of the morning. 8:01 is late. So let's get the show on the road. It is so wonderful to know that it is not over for you, for me, for your friends, for your family, for your enemies. They can still fix it, so can we. Sometimes, something in our life is different. And we turn around and we say, you know what? I wish I did not make that choice. I wish I had chosen differently. I wish I had not spoken at that time. And the wishes go on and on and on. But what we forget is we can fix it from where we are, this point. And life shows us that we can choose in this moment to be in the moment. It's not that I am planning to fix this so next year I'll be better. No, it's just today. Be here today. Be in the moment today. And decide what can I do to make my life a little bit more exciting, more how I like it, not how they told me I should do it. Or is it about the right time to hold my tongue? I don't understand certain things, certain behaviors in others. But what I've learned to do is to respect it. If the behavior of that person is going to lean on me and take away some of my energy, I tell them so. So, whenever I speak with you, maybe perhaps you might not like what I have said, but at least you know it's the truth from what I'm seeing it, how I'm talking about it. I will not cover it, sugarcoat it, and tell you, oh, it's fine, when it's not fine. I will not advise you to do something that you are not led to do by yourself. I will listen. And if you ask, what would you do? I might say what I would do, might. And then with going through this journey of life, you got to learn the certain ways of people. You cannot change them. You cannot hate them. But you learn to work around them, within them, with them. And you learn to have that attitude. How the French is, move away. Let it be. everybody has their beat to have to dance to their own beat of the drum. And that is kind of difficult sometimes for us to take. But we have to believe that they are the only person that have to decide there's still time to change the way I am. If they do not like the way they are. If they love their behavior and they love the way they are, you cannot force them to change it. So you should never allow somebody else to tell you how to behave. Either you see the experience that you are having and you would like it changed, then you become the change that you want to see out there. Because that change that you're demanding of others so deeply is the wrong place to place it. That is happening outside of you. The only thing, and even if I sound selfish and all of that, that truly, truly matters is you. The only person that stands solid is you. And don't give me that nonsense that all of you ladies tell me, oh, my children, my children. When they are ready to go forward, they go. And when they go, you cannot pull them back. So stop being silly and get over it and realize what matters is how I take care of me. My mother said, when you have a son, all you see is the back of their head going through the door. When you have a daughter, she'll sit by you, and if you need an underwear, at least she has the same kind that you can wear. So, excuse me, this is how life is. And we do not, excuse me, ladies, oh wow, I got a frog and 2 crazy things in my throat this morning. So hi Marina, I'm trying to see who is here. Yeah, Stacy's feeling better. So anyway, that's our word. She is beautiful. Yeah, she is a beauty. I call her beauty this morning. So what I would prefer for us to understand is take your seat knowing that you are important. Most of you here are women. You maybe have children or don't have children. You have nieces, you have nephews. My friend and neighbor who died, I'll tell you guys about her a little bit, because she was that woman that never didn't have a smile on her face or kind word. She was born in 1931. So she was born in Toronto and she was raised in Toronto. She traveled a bit with her husband. Her wedding was, from the pictures, were always so beautiful. The second wedding, when the first husband died, was also charming. But what she shared with me once was very sad. She has a daughter and a son. And you guys listen carefully, because the daughter-in-law and the son got married. For the first year, it was great. And then all of a sudden, the daughter-in-law told her and her daughter, your son, we will no longer be seen as. You're not the right quality for us to raise our daughters, our children. But she had been sending gifts to them. And after that statement, the gifts started to come back. So she lived with that all through those years, and she shared it with me. And again, there is still time to fix it. She couldn't reach out because even the Canada Savings Bond was returned. But she's never seen this show. And yet, in the beginning, she babysat those kids right there. But once the daughter-in-law told her that, her son followed. Hence my mother's theory that all you see is the back of the head going through the door. So we have to realize that there's hurts that some people will endure, and it will not keep them from being sweet and kind and amazing. And that did not stop Jessie from sharing. I had to say a few words for Jessie. I can't say it really all because I have it on, of course, a device. And one of the things I did say was that she didn't only keep her nice, pleasant behavior to herself. she saw Michael and Vanessa growing up. They were going on vacation. She paid them, and Andy, her husband, paid them to water the plants. So what did that do for them? It taught them how you earn money, responsibility. When they came back, the job was well done. Here's the key to the pool. Why? Because they knew how to take care of the pool and swim with their friends. And so she didn't let that change her from being that type of person. I did mention that. She was as fashionable as they came. She would love everything I dressed up. She always had something kind to say. But the story is that we still have time. It's not over. And if there's choices that you're continuously making that is not enhancing you or is not encouraging those that come after you to do better than you, or to make the younger people believe your lifestyle, your behavior is perfect, and what you did is perfect, it's wrong. Our job is to realize if we know, and we do know, do not tell me, oh, Tessa-Marie, I didn't know. That is just utter rubbish, utter rubbish. And it doesn't work that way. You knew. Your actions were not good. It's not over. You can breathe. Don't tell me you're too old. Don't tell me you're crippled. If you do not know who Stephen Hawking is, check it out. He was gnarled and twisted. A machine talked to him. And he sat in a wheelchair. But he was one of the greatest physicists ever alive. He just died a couple of years ago. I remember seeing people that were vibrant. As they aged, they couldn't walk no more. But they were alive. Can you say, I am sorry? I apologize? Or sometimes you have to say you're sorry for how you inflicted your expectations on others, your children, your grandchildren. You have to apologize. Say, no, I was wrong to push you that way. And so that is the change. It's not over. We can fix all these little things. No pictures or mention names. No. That's the rule of the new generation. So I'm sure you must have heard about it. And I do not care. Because it's not my child. I don't give a shit. I go, okay, fine, knock yourself out. I choose my road when I had my children. So it's fair for them to do that. I have no negative feeling about it. I think the more you get involved, the more responsibility you take on. And do you want it now? Or would you rather glide through it and say, okay, here you go. You can have it back. That's what it is. So, yeah, for expect people to know they can still change. By telling yourself you can still change what you have in your life that you do not like. This old adage of telling you made your bed, lie down in it, it's rubbish. You don't like the damn bed, toss the mattress out, the pillows and everything. And if you have to toss the whole damn bed out, then toss it too. Because when you're sitting in a position where it's not comfortable and you made a mistake, it's a take, right? You missed that take. It wasn't the right take for you. And you turn around and you look at that mistake that I didn't really want to take. But circumstances. Many of women my age, or those of you in the 60s, 70s, you meet the man on Tuesday morning. Your parents expect the wedding on Friday afternoon. So you didn't have a long dating time. We just didn't. We were, furthermore, we were at home. We didn't live on our own. Our children have an entirely different lifestyle. But for us, you're sitting there with something you do not like. And you're saying, it's okay. You know what? And my life is short. I have less this. I have more years behind me than I have ahead of me. And you're telling me you're going to stay in a situation you do not like. Because I'm going to die soon. No, you're not. You don't even know when you're going to die. Give me your date. So, change what is you do not like. You still have an opportunity to stop gossiping. You still have an opportunity to stop asking questions that you have no right to ask. You still have an opportunity. When somebody shows you who they are the first time, Maya Angelou said, believe them. So you ask somebody, can I do this for you? May I come with you? And they said, no, just say, forget it. It doesn't really matter. Do not jump and force the people to do things for you. You change. You choose how to behave in the environment that you are. Do not force yourself on anyone. You are complete. You do not need another person to make you feel better than you were. You don't. So we have to learn to make sure that the things we do is what we want to do. A pen died. So sometimes somebody gives you something. This is from the Caribbean Sea, close to the volcano in Surfriere, where the Atlantic meets the Caribbean. There's a fine line, and you can tell which side is having a bad day. Somebody pissed in the conflicts of the Atlantic Ocean is always angry. The Caribbean Sea is like its people. They're calm, they do not rush, they relax. Tomorrow is always the answer. I am coming soon. I will be there, man. I'll show up. And it's part of what the essence of where they are. You cannot come from your North America with all your pressure and your now for now and your instant action to get them to move. They look at you like you're completely crazy. My brother Norman, who glides through life, when we were in Dominica once together, he looked at me and he said, you know something about this place? He said, if you keep behaving like you're in North America, you're the only one here that will have a heart attack. He said, take a deep breath and get into them, because they're not rushing because you come from North America and you want to behave like you're King Tut. He said, they're not going to do that. So breathe and watch yourself change slowly. I don't know the origin of this rock, but my sister-in-law, Milton's wife, and I were swimming in the sea. And when she dove down, she came up with this rock. She's very short, so she was still way there in the water. And she said, here, isn't that nice? And I had just been practicing interest in the Hindu religion. Just practicing the interest. What makes it Sanskrit? Why there's so many gods and goddesses and all these things. And then I came across something they use in the Indian religion called a lingam. That particular thing is shaped like an egg. So this reminded me of it. I kept it all of those years. And I asked somebody this morning, when they showed me some rocks, I said, have you found a rock that you can hold in your hand, even when the whole world is crashing, and you can rub it until your energy gets into the rock and the stone gets hot? It does. Because it has energy. This, of course, is volcanic, but it's the water that shaped it, the consistency of the water and the waves and rubbing against other stones and shellfish and maybe, into all of this garden that's in that ocean. So we can still change where we are. This change, it wasn't maybe like that, but somehow in that big ocean, that's the one she picked up. And then she chose to hand it to me. I couldn't sell it. I'm not going to make money out of it. But there are times when I am meditating or I'm musing or sitting, those 10-minute breaks that I take, I will take this and I will play with it like this in my hand. Just like this. And sometimes I will feel the energy to rub it. Try that. It doesn't have to be one that you buy in the store. You can look and find one that attracts you. It could be differently shaped. But there is time to change what you do not like. And it takes time to form things. It takes time to create everything. And you still, even if you die tomorrow, even if you die in an hour, between that now and the hour then, we can do something that can affect a person's life in a very, very positive way. Or make us get into that moment when we have joy. When we feel joy. When we feel it, it's not outside. And all of us that are waiting for some other human being to bring us that joy we seek, we are wasting time. We are wasting valuable time. We still have those moments to change it. It is so wonderful to know that we do have it. It is not over for us. It is not over, ever over. But if you do these small, consistent things towards what you desire, one day the bloody door will break open. It is the constant of this water against the rock that shapes it. It's the constant push and flow of that rock, that water against the boulder that moves it. Life is meant to be fluid, like liquid. You get a tense headache, ask yourself why. When last you said no? When last you said no for somebody that just always expects you to say yes? When last did you have the audacity to say not today? When last you said, I do not know, I would prefer not to do this. Oh, I can't. If you cannot say no, and you really feel it should be a no, stop for a second, not even maybe 5 seconds. I don't know how much time you need for you to realize how you felt when you were going towards doing something you did not really want to do. Were you angry? Were you agitated? Were you walking as if I really don't want to do it? Yeah? Who are you talking to? Whose body is a mess? Say no. That seems to be the word that most people can't, and especially women. Oh, where is my lot in life? There's no such thing as a lot in life. What about your lot in life being free to do whatever you want? You desire, you choose. So we need to turn this thing around and realize we still have time to change course. If it is not comfortable and you do not feel it comfortable, some people will walk on rocks at a shop, on hot stones, right? They have a reason for doing that. They want to know what it feels like to have that penetrating through their skin. And that gives them something. Will you do that? Will I do that? No. I am the woman, if my sheets peel, I throw them out, I give them away. I do not want to feel anything that is not comfortable on me. So I couldn't walk on hot coals. I would choose not to, because I do not want that experience. You can change what you're going through. So you do not, as I said, it's a simple thing. The cleaning lady just laughs. I said, I don't like it. Somebody gave it and they make little balls. I can't stand it, my skin touching that. So get rid of it. It's best you have one set. That is the set you want to use and you like, and wash it every day and hang it to dry right next to the furnace. I don't care. So change it. It's not pleasant. This shoe hurts. Why are you wearing this shoe? You still have time to realize, why am I pretending I'm a 10 when I'm a 12? Apparently, some people do that. What is her name? Oprah said, I was squeezing my foot into a size whatever until so-and-so told me I'm a size whatever. And I'm looking at her and thinking, are you kidding me? And then she showed her feet. And, it was deformed because of the squeezing of the shoe. It hurts, take it out. It's scratched, let it go. It's pushing you in the wrong direction. Turn around and say no. You do not feel it. Turn around and say, I do not like it. It does not taste good. You cannot drink it. Do not drink it just because somebody gave it to you. There is a time in our life we have to choose us. And I know there are many of you ladies here that say the children come first, but you know what? If they come first, then take care of you so they do not have to worry about you. I don't care where you are in the world, and you say to your siblings or somebody, oh, this happened. My friend Colleen has to have my number. She does. No, she has Jillian's number. If she doesn't see me, doesn't hear me, she's going to call Jillian and give Jillian my number too, she said. She's concerned about me, and so I'm concerned about her. Our children don't know all of our friends. Our children, you might talk to them, see them every day. What about that minute between 10 you spoke to them and 12 o'clock you didn't talk to them? Or you woke up this morning and you're not in the habit of connecting with them. Guys, this is what started the morning blessings. It was a need to connect to my children every day. Not so much my son, because we together, my son and I, we are very alike, and we're very strong. We're very whatever, but we're just alike. So you know that book, The Morning Blessings, back there, I had to connect with them. Because they have busy lives. I cannot expect them to call me. So if you want something, you have to go and get it. If you want bread, you go to the supermarket. You don't expect the bread to come to you unless you pay for it and you point and you click and then it arrives. You cannot do that with people in your life. But they need to know you are okay. Karen, across the street, has 2 children. She sees one, she doesn't see the other that much. And she said, here's my number, and here's Justin's number, so you can keep in touch. I live in a community that is amazing. But we went out to do that, realizing, hey, you need to connect with these people, your neighbors. No man, they say, is an island. It still needs people on it for it to survive, right? So the morning blessings was just a little way of telling the girls good morning. And as it tells you in the beginning of the book, I sent it to Michael one day, and heaven knows, and he didn't respond. And then one day he said, you cannot stop doing it now that you've started it. So the thing was to touch them, and now I'm touching you. I wasn't very good at doing what I'm doing now. I'm better. I'm still not the best, but I'm better. It's a work in progress. What it is that you desire to do, and you are afraid to do it because of your age. Answer that question to yourself. And you're afraid because your friends might tell you not to do this. You are afraid because somebody will say, why are you bothering? Why are you stressing yourself? This is not stress. Waking up at 4:15 is not stress. I have to maybe go to bed earlier than you. So 8:15 is cool down time. Everything is ready for me to go to sleep. 8:15 p.m. Sometimes my body says, you had enough. So 3 o'clock, 3:30, it wakes up. But what I'm saying is, this makes me feel good. I started to give at home. And the parable says, charity begins at home, but it doesn't end there. What will you do for your children at home or your significant other that you wouldn't do with a person outside? What is that? Good morning. How are you feeling today? Hi. Hello. And you leave them with a smile. They mightn't even respond. It's okay though. They might think you're weird. It's okay though. But you cannot be like them. When you're 70 years old and you have no friends and you're unable to connect with people in a new environment, what happens to you? What happens to you? You're 70 years old and You cannot connect with people around you. You're in a foreign country and you dare not say good morning, hello. You come out of the hotel and you believe that you're bigger and better than them, or you walk away from the estate and you meet people on the road and you refuse to say good morning. What does that do to you? Hate corrodes the vessel in which it is held. If you do not like humans, or you cannot be bothered to just say hello, you're tightening every bit of blood in your system, and you would wonder, why do I have this disease? Why do I eat well, I exercise, I have diabetes, high blood pressure, and all of this. And the fool, because that's what they considered people like me, that goes, hello, how are you? The blood is just flowing like hell. Nothing is being stuck. The smile is brilliant. The attitude is stunning. And they might shock, and you might get shock somebody. I told you guys, when I was told, hey, in church, I don't care what you believe, maybe I heard the God, I heard an angel, I don't know. Or maybe it was just me. But I knew the words couldn't be me because I don't use words like that. And that's when you know you have a right to connect to the divine. If they did then, and people say they do, and they run religions, and they tell you Jesus spoke to them, guess what? He spoke to fishermen and thieves and whatever, and whatever, and whatever. So why does he only speak to the priest and the pastor and the imam? Come on, people. Like my mother said, go read the Bible so you can be inspired like everybody else, so that you can understand it. So, when you come to that part of your life and you're looking for inspiration and you realize and you need to, you have things you still have to do. You have stones you have to lift. You have dirt you have to mix. You have things you need to do. You have dreams you want to travel. You have places you want to go. You want to scream. You want to shout. You want to take you want to have fun. Do it because you still have time. We still have time. If you have a minute, you have time. It is so wonderful to know that it is not over for you or for me. Because we can do it, they can still do it. You can still fix what is broken so you do not repeat it in the one day you have left to live. So how do you feel about that? So anyway, that's my message for today. And there you go. The morning blessings. It started because of you. This is where I used to write. This is the corner that the pergola is in today. This is how I sat there to write. And this is the lake where I live on top. That's it. That's going towards the lake where I live. And of course, this is up at the cottage. And this is, that's the lake at the cottage also. And of course, I think yesterday I spoke about that tree in India, that the flower hangs from the inside out. I know the picture is in here somewhere, but I don't know where. I wish I could find it to show you what it looks like. So I know it's not here, so it should be over at the back. But it is it's unusual to see. So to take the picture, I had to go underneath the tree. I had seen it before. I just had no idea that there would not be flowers at the top, that the flowers just stayed at the inside of the tree. And it was very pretty, and that's all I know. And you know me, when I see something I like, I go after it, just sometimes for the fun of finding it, and I cannot find it, but it's in here somewhere. I have lost. Oh, here it is. This one here. So that is taking the picture like this. So it's not, so the leaves and it's falling down. And it's just beautiful. It is so expected. Today's blessing is to expect a miracle every day of your life. When you consciously expect miracles every day, they do occur. It's the anticipation of expecting the miracles that brings them to fruition. Miracles happen every moment all around us. So today, check your surroundings to find those wonderful miracles that I know for sure is that Your miracles are waiting for you. All you need to do is look. And in looking, I found the miracle of a plant. So guys, have a wonderful day. Let me greet those of you that are still here. Roslyn, sorry I didn't say hello. Sue, Betty, Loretta, Stacy, Yuko, Lisa, Colleen, and my daughter Jillian and Dawn, my sister. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for having a wonderful, wonderful time with me. I hope that touched you a bit, just a little. So take care, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and every day I have announcements. So Wednesday, tomorrow, at 1, I have this new series. I'm going to talk about money. I'm going to talk at 1 p.m. for half an hour. I'm going to talk about what I learned from working at TD Bank, and it's maybe showcasing TD Bank. With all of what wasn't pleasant, or what was, because when you work, it's not always peaches and cream. So I'm going to talk and use them and navigate their system and enable people to navigate the system to live a fulfilled life. As I said, there's such a big gap in the financial situation. And it's not because people know and they don't do. It is because nobody nurtures them to do. In many households, money is never discussed. I know that. It was overflowing here, and it was overflowing with my parents, so they got it. But it is sad to see so many people make so much money, and they go through life, they come to that point of their life, and they cannot do the things they desire to do. And yet, it's a simple action every day in a small quantity that fills the bucket. It's not the big showers that wash the topsoil away. So I decided I'm going to do that, and I'll talk about TD Bank because that's what I know. I love their system is one of the easiest systems to navigate, to find information that you like, because I've tried them all. I love that system and how you can do it. And then, so that is Wednesdays and Saturdays. And that means I'll be going live approximately 8 times a week. But you know what? What the hell am I going to do with all this time I have in front of me? So that's what I'm going to do. And it's a new thing. But I am constantly evolving. And I'll tell you why. If an inspiration comes to you and you do not pick it up, it dies. Inspirations, when they come, have a very short lifespan. A spiritual woman said to me that when the angels drops something in your lap, if you not pick it up and work on it right away, it is taken away and given to the person who would work on it. So even if your inspiration is silly, you look at it and look at it. Peel it like you're peeling the layers of the skin to get to the core of the onion. Open it, look at it. Because inspirations lead you to places you wouldn't have been before. And that's why it might be silly. Silly inspiration, sometimes it's like that little golden thread and you pull it and more comes. So that's why I'm doing this. How long I'll do it for, I don't know. I'll get another inspiration to do something else. And that's how my life turns. So have a wonderful day and see you on tomorrow and on Thursday at noon. I mean, I'm on a roll. Have fun, everybody. Love you. Take care. Enjoy your life.